Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new series. We have joined a new draft league, the Jump Pluff Singles Draft League, which, as you can might imagine by the title of the draft, it is a singles-based draft league, which is something I've never done before. I'm gonna be real. I have never done singles. I've only done doubles, so this is a brand new experience for me. Now, this is going to be round robin. We have 8 coaches, so there's going to be 7 weeks of battles. We have to draft 8 Pokemon. We had 90 points to do so. And something that singles draft does that we in doubles don't do is Terra captains, where only specific Pokemon can Terra. So I have to choose between 2 to 3 Pokemon that I want as my Terra captains. It could be any Terra that I want. However, once we get into the match, Terra preview is on, so my opponent will know about what Terra I brought to the week. Also, as this is a little bit different from VGC, there's nothing like item clause. However, we do have singles bans, such as Moody and Evasion boosting items and abilities, moves such as Shed Tail, Last Respects, Revival Blessing, and Evasion boosting moves. We have species clause, like we do in VGC. And a few items such as Bright Powder, Lax Incest, which boost evasion, Razor Fang, which I think increases crit rate, King's Rock, which can cause flinching. Is that the same thing as Razor Fang? It is. Quick Claw to avoid shenanigans with that, and Focus Band. With that in mind, my first pick was Annihilate. Now, Annihilate is a very strong Pokemon due to its signature move, Raised Fist. And with bulk such as this, it is very comfortable to be able to accumulate those boosts, since Rage Fist doesn't lose power when you switch out. It also has Defiant, so it is incredibly hard to lower Annihilate stats through means of, like, stat drops. Duh. Also has a good utility in U-turn, and same thing with, what's it called? Final Gambit. If there's ever a time where I feel like Annihilate isn't useful for the matchup, I could always just slap a scarf on it with Final Gambit and have it get rid of something on my opponent's team. I should mention, I almost forgot to mention it. Annihilate is one of my 2 Terra captains for the league. We could do like Terra Electric, Terra Poison, Terra Flying, whatever we need. Annihilate for its defensive Terra. We could run a bulk up set. We could run Scarf sets, Banded sets, Life Orb. Really, really useful. Next up, we have Latios. Now, Latios is interesting. This thing in singles is a monster in terms of free damage. Got base 130 attack, special attack, 110 speed. I can do specs, drop a Draco Meteor. Luster Purge got buffed this gen, 95 base power, can't miss. But it gives you a chance to lower special defense. It's got utility in Flip Turn. And it can really just do whatever I want it to do. As well as just being very, very specially offensive. I can run Scarf, I can run Specs, I can run Soul Dew, Life Orb. Anything I want on Latios, it just does damage. Next up, we have Volcanion. Now, Volcanion is my other Terra captain. I only have 2 this league. But I can run something like Terra Dark, Terra Dragon, Terra Poison, Terra Fairy, Terra Electric. Fire Water is an absolutely amazing stab combination, allowing us to pretty comfortably take on threats that we need to, as well as having respectable bulk, 120 defense, 90 special defense, 80 HP. We also have stuff like it's Steam Eruption, which is basically better Scald, except it has a 5% chance to miss. And I really think Terra Volcanion is going to be able to do some very strong offense for us. However, I didn't draft Volcanion right away. At first, I wanted a Rock Setter. Rock Setter and a Spin Setter. And a Spinner. So, I ended up going with Glamora. Now, Glamora is insane in doubles, and it's the exact same way in singles. Sorry. First off, it's one of the only Pokemon with Mortal Spin, which is basically Poison type Rapid Spin. With a chance to poison, I'm pretty sure. No, yeah. Poisons foes, freeze, and removes hazards. But this also means that we can't be spin blocked by a normal type. They'd have to use their Steel type to spin block us. And that's not a normal type, a Ghost type. Glimmora, although it's floating, is also a grounded poison, so we're able to remove toxic spikes on our side of the field should we just simply switch Glimmora in. Oh, Tyranitar is not on this team. Oh, this is outdated. It's on the team. Oh. Tyranitar is not on my team. Hold on, do I have 5 Pokemon here? 8. 8. Okay. Do I have 8? I have 8. Oh, so this is essentially my whole team. But after Glimmora, I ended up getting Gliscor. Now, Gliscor's... Was this before or after? I think they were at the same time. But, Gliscor is an insane singles Pokemon. It can run Toxic Orb Poison Heal. It has rocks, it has spikes. It has all forms of entry hazards. It's got Stab Earthquake. It can run Knockoff for support. And it's just very bulky. Well, I mean, its bulk is kind of deceptive. 75 HP, 125 defense, 75 special defense. It's not insanely bulky. However, because of its innate poison heal, it can actually be really hard to remove Gliscor from the field. Which is why I picked it up. Next up, I wanted a Fairy type. Which you can see here. I need ways to handle stuff such as opposing dragons. So I picked up Clefable. Now, Clefable is interesting because Clefable, with its Magic Guard ability, is able to ignore Life Orb damage. So although it's only got base 95 special attack, it actually does hit pretty hard with Stab Moonblast. But it can also support itself by keeping it alive with, like, Moonlight. It can throw off rocks of its own with Stealth Rocks. And it can be a bit of a disruptor with Thunder Wave, and I think it even gets Toxic. No, I don't think it does it anymore. Yeah, it doesn't get any more, but it does have Thunder Wave. And for my last pick, I grabbed... Oh, I am missing one. I knew I was missing one. 3, 5, yeah. For my second to last pick, I picked up Ogerpon, base form. Now, my Ogerpon won't be able to Terra, but that doesn't mean that base Ogerpon still isn't strong. It's got a great speed tier at 110, solid attack at 120, a physical move with a high chance to crit with no downsides. I can also set up spikes if I want, like regular spikes. It's got U-turn, and covers moves such as Knock Off, Play Rough, and Stomping Tantrum. And unlike other Ogerpon forms, I can give it any item I want, so I could give it like a Choice Band for more damage, Choice Scarf to be faster, Rocky Helmet to be a more defensive Pokemon annoying to physical attackers, etc., etc. And then last up, I needed a Steel type, because Steel is just an incredible Pokemon to have in singles draft. And there was one Pokemon that I could just barely afford, but I was interested in, due to not being able to use it normally. Similar thing with how I drafted Volcanion. I drafted the mythical Jirachi. Now, Jirachi is one of those mythical Pokemon who have 100 base stats across the board. I could really have it fill any role I want in terms of its offenses. It can, and with its Serene Grace, it can be pretty annoying with stuff like, what's it called? Its stab move in Iron Head. But then it also has some other things like Play Rough as coverage, Meteor Mash is just, insane. It's got a 20% chance to increase its attack if I want to go from that. I could do screens on Jirachi. I could do Stealth Rocks. I could have it be a Wish Bot. There's really anything I could do with Jirachi, although I do have to deal with the Steel Psychic typing, as it does hinder it slightly, but it is still a great typing. With that in mind, we do have our first opponent this week. We have to face off against... where is it? Yeah, Till, who is one of the league organizers, I'm pretty sure. And Till has a pretty scary team when looking at it in a VGC manner, like I do. I see Sneasler, Rillaboom, Archaudon, Pelipper, Weezing, and I have a heart attack. But in terms of singles, this team is actually quite interesting. We have 3 Terra captains on Till's team. Zapdos, Archaudon, and Probopass. Probopass is a rock setter that is going to be pretty hard for us to deal with. They only have Weezing in terms of hazard removal. It's their only Pokemon with a way to remove it, with Defog. But then you have something like Darkrai, and while Darkrai, like, sleep moves are banned in the draft, in the league. However, it's still got 125 special attack on base 125 speed. Like, this thing can hit hard, so I'm very worried about that. Rillaboom is really easy to set up Sneasler for an Unburden Sweep. It could just set up Terrain and you turn out and get Sneasler in. Or it could be eject button Rillaboom, to where if I hit Rillaboom, Sneasler comes in. Pelipper, of course, is able to set up Rain for Archaudon, who is able to threaten off all kinds of offense due to its Till's choice to make it Archaudon their Terra Captain. And as I mentioned, Probopass looks pretty unassuming, but it's actually a very good special wall. I think it's got base 130 special defense. And with it being a Terra Captain, they could really build Probopass any way they want, so I can't discount it. Looking at their team, it's kind of hard to say what doesn't show up to this week. I feel like Darkrai, Rillaboom, Archaudon, Sneasler, Pelipper, and Weezing is a pretty safe bet, because Weezing's able to shut down a lot of Pokemon on my team theoretically. And it's also their only hazard removal, and I have so many ways of setting hazards. Though, part of me thinks that they bring their own hazard setter in Probopass. But if I'm frank, I'm not sure how they do it. So I'm looking at this week, I'm assuming Zapdos and Probopass sit on the bench. But Zapdos is actually pretty annoying for my physical attackers. It could run like max defense and a Rocky Helmet, and it'll really hinder stuff like Annihilate and Ogerpon, who are... And Gliscor can't really touch it either. So Zapdos is actually a pretty interesting Pokemon to bring to this matchup. Which makes me wonder if they bring it, right? Because I can't really hit it with most of my Pokemon. It walls... It could pretty easily wall Ogerpon and Gliscor. Annihilate is threatened by it. It is pretty mean to Volcanion. It doesn't really worry about Clefable all too much. So it's really hard for me to figure out what 6 Till is bringing. But I have tried my best, and this is the team we are going with. We are starting off with a very, very specially bulky Annihilate. As I said, I am worried about Zapdos being able to just sit on my team. And this Annihilate isn't even 2-shot by Specs Darkrai, I'm pretty sure. Dark Pulse does like 47% at max to Annihilate, which is pretty good to use, but we'd probably be worried about something like Shadow Ball more accurately. We're Terra Poison, as I think it's Annihilate's best defensive Terra into my opponent. It'll allow us to resist Dire Claw from the Sneasler. And while we could still get like burned or paralyzed from it, I'd rather that than be a Terra type that isn't resisting close combat. Next up, we have Clefable with Life Orb, Magic Guard, as something I said in the team breakdown. With Moonblast, Moonlight, Stealth Rock, and Thunder Wave. With it also being very specially defensive. This is partially a way to shut down Zapdos a little bit, as well as being a Darkrai answer. As Zapdos won't be able to do much damage to Clefable, and with Life Orb boosted Moonblast, Clefable should do a decent amount back to Zapdos. We could also set up Stealth Rocks if we want to, and paralyze any Pokemon such as the Sneasler, though, that is a little dangerous considering that Clefable is weak to Sneasler, and I am not investing into my defense. Next up, we have Choice Scarf Latios. Now, this is interesting, because Latios, in fact, both of my 110 Mons, spoiler alert, will be Choice Scarfed. You look at Latios and think that speed tier is very great, but I am worried about the Darkrai. Darkrai is able to seriously hit into Latios very hard. And with the Choice Scarf, we'll be faster than Darkrai. And be able to hit it hard first with Aura Sphere, or switch out with Flip Turn. Next up, we have Gliscor. Now, Gliscor originally had Swords Dance on this set, but after talking it over with another member of the league, shout out to Limebolt or Sophie, they're the ones who invited me over to the league, so big shout out to them, as I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. I was convinced to maybe switch it out to something else, because otherwise, I really want to be able to have Gliscor pivot. So, U-turn instead of Swords Dance it was. Now, the one problem that this Gliscor set runs into is it's a little hard into something like Rillaboom. So, U-turn is actually able to mitigate that a little bit. Next up, we have the Volcanion. We're running Terra Electric on it with Terra Blast, as well as the Assault Vest with Max Special Defense. Once again, I'm probably too prepared for special offense from my opponent, which might be an issue, but I'm hoping that it isn't. I mean, they got too much. Like, they have Archaludon, they have Pelipper, they have Darkrai. In terms of physical offense, I'm really only worried about Rillaboom and Sneasler, and I think my other answers, such as Annihilate, Latios, and even Ogerpon, will be able to deal with that. And last up, we have Ogerpon. Now, Ogerpon is mostly, depending on the matchup, I am almost certain that Ogerpon will be my lead every 9 times out of 10. If they lead Probopass, we'd be forcing them to Terra or die with not with Roar. Ivy Cudgel is just a straight strong neutral move into them. U-turn, of course, is a great pivoting move. Knockoff. Do I really need knockoff? No, I think I do use knockoff in some scenarios. But yeah, like, Stomping Tantrum from a impish Ogerpon never kills Sneasler, but Ogerpon doesn't die to Dire Claw from Adamant Sneasler max attack with 160 impish. So hopefully, Ogerpon serves as a good lead. And with that, I will see you when we get into the match. Peace. Terra Fairy Archaludon, Terra Water Zapdos. Ooh. I think we're just gonna click U-turn. No need to over-predict. I think I'm just gonna go for a Steam Eruption in the rain. Ooh, okay. That did 24% to Assault Vest, max special defense. Is that Specs Pelipper? No, it's not. Kind of worried about Electro Shot here. Terra and Earth Power. I think I'll Terra. Oh, that crit is brutal. That crit is brutal. Oh, I'm sorry, Till. That's our child on dealt with. Darkrai comes in, we could just switch into Clefable. Nasty plot. Weezingala switches in, that's fine. Let's activate Gliscor. Assault Vest Gliscor. Interesting. That means it only has attacks. We're gonna U-turn. Okay. Sneasler comes in, it's Misty Seed. Okay. Oh, perfect. Big damage on... Question is, I don't think anything takes the... I don't think anything takes the Dire Claw. Does Latios take the Dire Claw? No. I probably should have gone out to you first, but... I lost Latios for no reason. Acrobatics doesn't kill. Yeah, I lost Latios for no reason. I'm always faster than this, and it's not Scarf. So we just get a little bit of chip. Tailwind. I'm gonna set up Stealth Rocks. And we're gonna Moonlight. Perfect. I'm gonna bulk up. Ah. Got haze. I need... Do I take the strange beam? I do. It doesn't switch. Okay, that's actually kind of bad. That doesn't even do enough damage. Oh, I switched first. Did they switch? Okay, they did switch. Paralyze? No. Oh, crit. That's unfortunate. And the confusion. Aw, man. I got a Rage Fit here. Nah. Another crit? Are you serious? Double crit. I have to Moonlight here. Are you serious? Oh, come on, man. Is this really how it goes out? Hacks to death? Man. Dang, I got hacked to death. Yeah, I threw away Latios for no reason. I should have switched into Gliscor sooner. I gave up Latios for no reason. That was a bad play on my end. Ugh. First game of singles. I don't think I did too bad. I think if I didn't get hacks in the end, I think I could have won that. I needed to hit through the confusion to get rid of Zapdos earlier. And let Annihilate go down. Because then I think it could have... the haze on the wheezing was not something I was anticipating. That did end up really screwing me over. I should have just Drain Punched, but I was a little worried about... And I wasn't worried in my head I'm like, okay, I can take one Strange Beam. Well, actually, I don't think it even revealed Strange Beam at that point. If I could take one Sludge Bomb, I easily take one Sludge Bomb. I definitely did need a Terra Volcanion, or else I lost it to Archaludon. But, oh, I think this game would have went a lot differently if I didn't, just fail to, take on Sneasler. I think if I switched to, man, if I didn't throw away Latios, man, it is what it is, though. It's our first week, and we got a differential of 3, so that's not actually a bad start. For my first time playing singles, I did a lot better than I thought I was going to do. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week. Peace.